everyone. Welcome to tonight's episode of Crypto City. In a few minutes, we'll be featuring a community member who's bringing collaborations to an elevated level. She's crossing platforms and making worlds collide with creativity and lots of fun. We'll hear all about her journey and some of the fun things that she's doing. But first, I have a few honorable mentions. I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors, DJ Marcus J. He works the cameras every week for us and also creates recordings that you see on our YouTube page from the videos that he takes. We appreciate all of his hard work behind the scenes, and he's a valuable member of our team. Kip VR, who is the creator of this beautiful world that you see here that we're in, and oftentimes making updates behind the scenes between technology and aesthetics. Kip's an amazing world builder, but even more amazing community supporters, and we're grateful for him as well. Fuchsia and the Virtual Fitness Group, who tonight is in the Bahamas. Very jealous of her. I've been a member of the Virtual Fitness Group for quite a while now, and I can tell you that the workouts may be fun. They include laughter and, a bunch of friends getting together, but they absolutely include sweat and dedication and a lot of hard work. The members of this group, they're killing it with the challenges that FitXR is throwing out there, and they're also doing Les Mills and Supernatural. There are a few people doing other apps as well, and everyone is welcome to join and share their workouts and create classes. So if you're interested in joining, please hit me up. I'll connect you with the Instagram page that we have, and Fuchsia runs it, but it's all the members are encouraged to self-run classes whenever their time is available, and people will join you if it works for them. And we have people from all different time zones as well. So please, feel free to join if you want to get in shape and have fun doing it. And then we have Tinker Love 1980 from Beauty of Tink, and a bunch of other endeavors that she has hosted and been part of. She was on a couple weeks ago sharing about the amazing programs she's running to help people, specifically one where she's working with families of autistic children to help them adapt better. She's always trying to elevate the community and bring people together. And she's just been through, a lot of stuff in her own life, making her compassionate to those of us that need a shoulder to cry on, someone to uplift you, and someone to be a great friend and help you succeed with all of your dreams that you want to do here in the metaverse. Boss Leo IO from the Diamond Resilience. She spent the last few years making her dream a reality to leave her 9-to-5 and work immersed here in VR. She's been creating worlds, community networking events, and working within the Meta Creator program. She's a mentor, a creator, and a collaborator, and we are grateful to her as well. And also, we have Second Life Rich from Hume AI and Lux VR. And most of us know Rich from all the classes that he holds to help people learn new technology, as well as the avatars that he builds in his Thursday night event, Iced Out Thursdays. But Rich has been a supporter of our program for quite some time, and we are grateful to him for coming on and doing some trainings for us, like the one he did last week on Common AI. But I want to throw out some props to him this week for his post recently that he's in the process of putting together an app for creators here in VR. It'll be called Hume iOS, and it will be an assistant for 3D asset generation, scripting, world building, and a bunch of other stuff. And if you're not a member currently on his Hume AI Labs, you may want to join so you'll have access to this. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a great tool for everyone trying to work within the Web3 realm. So thank you very much to all of our supporters. We appreciate you, and we love the things that you're doing yourselves within the community to help everyone. I also want to do a shout out to our team. We mentioned DJ Marcus doing the cameras. We got Blue Moon, as always, running the slides and helping with logistics. And Loudfire, who's not here with us tonight, but is a valued member of our team, keeping crowd control so that our recordings can sound the best that they can. I also wanted to mention that there are a lot of new platforms popping up in VR recently. Some are moving along pretty quickly, some a little slower, but there's lots of great places to visit. So although you might have a favorite platform, whether it's VR Chat or Horizon Worlds, Second Life, Cluster, maybe even Rec Room, but there are a lot more and more popping up. So take time to go visit them. This week, actually, Tinkerlove and Fuchsia both brought people over to a new app called Clubroom. For those of us who are familiar with AltSpace, it did give those vibes. It's free to download. It's still in its early stages and has a ways to go, but there are some really cool things that you can do in there. They give you an apartment. You can decorate it. You can go meet up with people. There's a rooftop. There's beautiful balconies with skyline views. So, go check it out. It's pretty cool and it's definitely worth exploring. It's always good to take advantage of the worlds and the platforms that are here in VR. Remember, we are getting used to it. We think that it's like common to us, but there's a lot of people out there who do not ever get to see any of this stuff. So definitely check it out. So now let's bring out our guest tonight. As I mentioned, she's a digital creator and a collaborator extraordinaire. So please help me welcome to the stage Dead Unicorns. Please come out and join us.
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. Come on in and grab a seat.
Thank you for
joining us
me
tonight.
Yes, thank you. I'm so excited.
I'm really excited to have you here. The funny story for all of you, how I found you. I was actually on Gala Giant's Instagram page and saw your name in the comments. And I was like, ooh, unicorns, because I love unicorns. Actually, in my little bio thing here, it says dark unicorn is what I identify as. So I thought it was kind of funny when I saw Dead Unicorns. I was like, that's crazy. So I actually started looking at your page and I was like, oh, she's a digital creator. I didn't even realize. And then I saw that you had done, some collaborations and stuff. And I got super excited. So I was like, all right, we got to bring this person on because I definitely need to find out more about you and for you to share with everyone what you're doing. So first thing I'd love to find out is why the name? Where did that come from?
I was actually like 13, 14 years old when I made it up. That was around the time when we first started making up cool usernames, and I was trying to play Call of Duty Zombies, and that's where I made it up.
Okay. I love it. That's so funny. So tell us a little bit about, who you are and how you first discovered VR and your journey into here.
My name is Uni. I discovered VR through commercials. They were playing Beat Saber and I fell in love with it just by looking at it. And I had to get my hands off of it. And shout out to Blades. He's the reason why I started playing VR. He got me a headset and that was it. I was gone every day.
I love that. I love it when, somebody's enjoying something so much that they share it with someone else and you fall in love with it too. That's great. So you mentioned Beat Saber, and we'll get into VR fitness in a little bit. But as I mentioned, we have the VR fitness group that everyone's involved in. So I'll make sure to connect you with Fuchsia if you're not already in that, because that's a fun one too. And there are people in there who also do Beat Saber, and Loudfire, who usually does crowd control. She's not here tonight. She is huge into Beat Saber. I played with her one time because I'm really not coordinated, and it was hilarious and I had a great time, but I died like real quick. So I went back a few times by myself, and I will play by myself and have a great time with it, but I will no longer play with other people because it's really embarrassing.
I can teach you anytime.
I will go on with you. I will take you up on that, but I will just warn you now, do not have high expectations. So tell us a little bit about Digital Dreamers, because that is the organization that I see you founded. And as we've been talking, I started finding out that a lot of people from within the community that I'm friends with, like Ice Cold Stacks, Ty Sky, they're all part of this. So tell us a little bit about like you bringing this to the forefront and, what your goals are with it.
So Digital Dreamers was pretty much like a hangout group at first, and we realized we have a lot in common and that we could work with each other. So we started taking new steps into, getting bigger, and here we are now. I didn't have this in mind. I just want us to just, be around people who are familiar with, and it just went crazy. I'm just like, I'm so surprised.
So how many people are actually in Digital Dreamers?
30.
Oh,
Over
wow.
30, excuse
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, and the people who like, what explain the process and who is eligible and how does this work? How do people get involved with this?
So it's not about eligibility. It was more like my friends that I
Okay.
made throughout, the metaverse. And I said, hey, let's just all hang out together. And here we are now.
Okay, but there's definitely a good amount of them in there who are doing bigger and better things within the metaverse and actually like doing creations. I see on the page it mentioned like you guys get together sometimes and create little, little clips and films and stuff like that from the games that you're playing, and all of that helps promote the metaverse to the people who are not in it, who may see it on social media. So how are you sharing this stuff?
Just being friends and, meeting people who do the same thing you do, you would, naturally mix together. And, all my peoples, they're all doing their own thing. And they just needed a community where we can just get together. We feel like cousins,
Mm-hmm. So
yeah, so
you are over
now.
on Horizon and here. So you've kind of been back and forth across platforms, and I did see that you've been exploring other platforms out there, going and checking out new ones that pop up. We mentioned earlier tonight Club Room. So tell us a little bit about the different platforms that you've been on, what you've seen, and what the draw is to some of them, and what makes something successful.
So yeah, I've been through Horizon, Rec Room, VR chat, Soapbox. I feel like it's a new type of world when it comes to this stuff. Not many people are into it, but this is the future. You can hop on the VR, go to concerts and everything with your friends. You don't have to travel. So that just makes it fun,
Mm-hmm. So tell us about, I don't think most of us are that familiar with Inzoe and Soapbox. Tell us a little bit about them. What was the journey over there like?
Oh, so Inzoe, I actually got that from my friend Uli, Ulx VR. She's on Instagram, check her out. She introduced Inzoe to, me and the Digital Dreamers. I had no clue. It was going to have facial tracking through the webcams. It was amazing. So I decided to tap in. I wanted to make some content for it, but I decided, I'm more into Beat Saber and stuff. It's not really my thing. So I just chose to stay on this side.
I did check it out and I saw the faces were beautiful. Like the actual avatars are gorgeous, but is that PC based only? Do you have to is that only on 2D?
Yes. From what I know, yes.
Okay. And then Soapbox, what was that?
Soapbox. So that's pretty much a concert, excuse me, a concert in your house. You don't have to pay too much to see these people. They are here in your headset. Just have fun, have a little concert in your house. It's amazing.
Okay, so kind of like Music Valley a little bit?
Yes.
For those who have seen that? Okay. Very cool. So when you're over in Horizon or even over here and you're getting together with the group, talk about like what determines like, okay, tonight we're going to go. I see a lot of times you're playing some cooking game or something and you're recording that and I know a lot of that is just for fun and having a good time, but like the inspiration to record those moments and put them out there on social media, like what is driving you behind that?
What drives me is, just having fun. Sometimes you just want to go into a different world, be a skier or something, and you just hop in and do it. You never know where you can be in your living room,
Mm-hmm. So going back to the Beat Saber and all of that. So let's talk about the gamer side of you. So, I see that you were in Beat Saber and Synth Riders and a couple of other VR programs. So obviously you see them, you check them out. I wasn't familiar with that other one that was up there at all. The one in the middle. I saw what you called it, but I wasn't familiar with it.
That's Fun Fit Land.
Okay, and that's
I love
that's
it.
In the head. That's obviously in the headset because you can see this casting there. But so are all of these subscription? How do they work? Because I know Beat Saber, anyone can play.
Right. Yeah, that's free. You just buy it one time for $29.99. The last one is Synth Riders. As you can see, I'm dressed up in a SpongeBob outfit. I was being silly. It was for a contest. And the middle one, yes, you do have to pay for a subscription. I forgot how much it is, like $15. But it's very fun and it's worth it. You get a nice workout. Check it out, guys.
Okay. So now Beat Saber, you've been playing for a while. I've seen some of the videos. You were crushing it in there. Some of them, I mean, it was coming so fast and furious, and you've been doing it. So are you doing it primarily just for fun? Are you doing any of it for workout? Do you do it with other people, or is it pretty much solo?
I tried to do it with other people for like almost 4 years straight. It didn't really go so well because, people like to, just do their own thing in Beat Saber. So I just stayed to myself and found my own thing, started modding it and having fun with it. And yeah.
Okay. So for people who, aren't familiar with these programs, you're using your headset, you're using your hands as controllers. I know some of you in here have done FitXR with us. Same type of concept, except for the fact that you're hitting targets. In Beat Saber, it looks like you have swords from Star Wars, basically. It looks like Jedi swords. And then, Synth Riders, I've heard that is very similar to Beat Saber. Is that the case?
In a way, yes. If you want to have more of like a fluid type dance, you would go to Synth Riders. Beat Saber is more like you're just slicing really fast.
Okay.
You can have fun with it though. You can.
Okay, so it's one is more of a full body versus.
Yes.
Okay.
Synth Riders, you can move your legs and your hips. Beat Saber, it's more like you could either just stay stiff or you could just have fun with it and just don't care about the score.
And then Fun Fit Land, you said that's another one with subscriptions now. Is that does that incorporate anything besides the like? I know in FitXR we have boxing, we have combat, we have HIIT, we have all different ones. Does that incorporate more things?
Yes. They have boxing. They have Wait, no, that's another game. Excuse me. I'm not sure. Wait, I got the games confused. Pardon me, but I'm sure it does give an intense workout. Constantly bending down, spinning around. It's really intense. The game I was thinking about was what's the other workout game?
Supernatural?
Yes, that's what I was thinking about. Yeah, that has the boxing and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, Supernatural, when I first started in VR, was free in the headset, and then you had to pay to subscribe to get bigger and better things, and now it's just full subscription. So, but a lot of these, community fitness things, it's people are going in there and playing, but they're getting a good workout and they're getting some cardio from them as well. So it's actually a great way for people to play a game and have fun doing it, and also get a good workout for yourself. Like FitXR, we do that. Like, I mean, G-Deuce and Fuchsia and Q, they're doing it like 5 to 7 days a week. And then you've got someone like me who does it 3 days a week just to get my, workouts in there. And they're great though. And a lot of times when you're doing them with your friends, you just forget you're working out because you're having so much fun, having conversation, while you're trying to breathe and not die at the same time. But it's great. It's so much fun. So let's talk about collaborations and things that, go on. I did see on your page there's been a couple of collaborations that you've done with other groups, with Digital Dreamers. So tell us a little bit about, either that or maybe some of the people within your Digital Dreamers group that are doing things out there right now.
So a lot of people in Digital Dreamers are doing so many things. You got Slime Narco. Check him out on Instagram. He does music and he plays shooting games. My friend Leroy, he makes our logos. My friend Rob, he's helping make a Digital Dreamers world for us and Horizon Worlds. And, us all as a team, we're trying to make something for VR chat as well. Just working on Blender and getting familiar with these things.
And then, so do you ever, if people come to you and they say, hey, I see this group, I want to be part of it, and I want to come, hang out, and we're all going to, go play games and stuff, but I do events. How do I capitalize on that with your people? I mean, do you offer support to people doing events where you'll come and volunteer and help out at the event? I mean, how is that working?
Most definitely. Not many people has reached out to us because I think they're a little nervous, but we are always ready to help the community, So we do engage in games. Bonita has a show coming up. I think it's tomorrow. No, on Wednesday. She's doing big things as well. Yeah, the group is very active, and feel free to always hit us up. If you want to have us sponsor you guys or help you guys, we're here. We're here for the community.
Love that. So tell us a little bit about your goals for the future then. What do you hope to achieve, you personally, within the VR community? Do you have anything that you want to do going forward? Or is there anything that, your group is planning to help expand everybody?
We're planning on becoming like the VR legends, not to isolate anyone or anything, but we just have our friend group, and we are looking for more people to join us. It's refreshing, to have new people join us. So yeah, we're always looking to expand. We have a Discord on our page. Feel free to check that out and join us. We would love to talk to you guys.
So, okay. And then, in closing, what advice could you give for people coming in to VR?
Advice I would give to newcomers is that this is the future, and you guys will not regret coming here. You meet so many new people, new faces, and it's all in your headset. Slap it on, you meet everyone around the world in an instant. So come and get this experience,
Absolutely. So for anyone who would like to connect with them, here's the socials up on the screen here for Instagram, a couple of them for you, one for Digital Dreamers. You can see some of the content creation that they have up there. And then you can connect with them if you want to go and do some world hopping or play some games and, just have some camaraderie and community here in VR. I mean, I know a lot of us in here are always, building and creating and holding events and doing, all the work that goes on in here. And it's important to remember community is equally, part of the puzzle here. There's, we need people who come in here and enjoy the worlds that are created. So the groups that you're bringing around to check out new worlds and new games and things like that, without the visitors, the worlds are empty and they're useless. So we need people who come in and enjoy the beauty that is here in VR.
Yes.
So, do you have anything else that you would like to share with us before we wrap up?
I would say, start recruiting some more people. We need this community bigger. You guys all love this. I love it. Why not get together? We could do some events, and feel free to hit me up anytime, add me and we could talk.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing what you're doing. I would like to thank all of you for being here tonight and remind you that next week we have Cosmic Kai, who is a rapper. He's a hip hop artist. He is a world builder and a community creator as well. He's also hosting concerts over in VR, in Horizon, and a talk show over here with Cordero in VR chat. So there's a lot and a few other people involved in that endeavor as well that we'll learn about next week. But I want to remind all of you, to keep up with what's going on in VR, keep up with what's going on in AI, Web3, everything out there in the world right now. Every single day, new things are coming out in your emails, coming out on the news, crypto being allowed into 401k plans. This is a huge game changer. I'm not saying go out there and invest all your money in crypto. I'm saying pay attention, and maybe it makes sense to throw a little bit over there and squirrel it away, because you don't know. Things have just been growing and moving forward so fast. AI is just pushing forward at a such a rapid pace. It's involved in everything right now. I mean, the AI wars between platforms and developers are massive. And this is now widely accepted by the government, by the people. I mean, there are people of all ages involved in this stuff. And as we talked about last week, I mentioned that the average age for people getting involved in AI work as their primary income source is between the ages of 30 and 55. So it's not the people coming straight out of school. It's the people that are already out here going, what is this? This is great. Let's get in it. So pay attention and keep learning. And I mean, if I can use anyone as an example, we got Cybershay out here in the audience who has done virtually everything you can imagine here in the metaverse. She's built worlds. She's an author. She's a content creator. She's a mentor. She's done so many things. So, hats off to Cybershay and all the millions of things that she's done in here. And every time you turn around, she's like, oh, hey, I just put on an album with some tracks that I dropped. Like, she's always doing something new. And you know what? This world, the metaverse, is at your fingertips. Take advantage of it. Learn as much as you can, because even if you don't decide to become a world builder here in the metaverse, knowing the terminology and understanding how things work in here may help you in your everyday job. It may end up turning around that your company says, hey, we want to start moving into using AI and some of this interesting stuff in our advertising. And you're going to be like, oh, yeah, it's a great idea. Wait till you see the things that you can do in here. And as soon as they hear that, wait, you know about this? Oh, yeah, you just became more valuable to them because they're going to want your input. So even the smallest things that you learn in here, you can take with you out into the real world. God knows I've taken so many things that I've learned in here. And one of the biggest things I've taken out to the real world is I'm hosting shows in here. I've hosted events. I've hosted shows. I'm doing podcasts. That might seem like maybe I'm not doing that in the real world, but I run a nonprofit, and learning to speak publicly was a really hard thing for me. Learning to do it in here with a little bit of, the protection of the headset, which I got past really quick. Now I've been doing it out there with seamlessly, because now I'm just used to talking in front of people. So there are skills that you learn in here. And one of the best things you can do is make friends with people. Come in here, make friends with them, because you never know where that's going to take you. You could find someone who says, hey, you're actually really gifted at doing this. Why don't you come do this with me? And you could end up working in the metaverse. You could find somebody that just satisfies your need for a gaming partner so that you can play games. You could find your true love in here. You could find so many different things in the metaverse that you would never expect. So keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, and most importantly, keep your mind and heart open to what's going on around you. Come in here and embrace it all. And that's all. So thank you again for coming on tonight. Thank you to all of you for joining us tonight. And we hope we'll see you back again next Monday night. Have a great week.
Have a great week, guys.
And we're good.